You're 50 cents a quart.
50 cents a quart.
Yeah.
Good. You get good and drunk off of that.
Well, you know, buddy, it was good. I mean, I never will forget it.
Yeah.
But it fermented it longer. Now
right.
they're selling it so fast they can't make it.
They can't make right. You're
and
right.
It ain't good. And I just don't know when to stop. That's the reason I don't drink now.
Right. Tastes too good to you. Tastes good to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just give to me.
You have a good one now. I'm going to go on in the word.
All right, it's storytelling time with Slappy Adventure.
Yay! Papa Slappy, would you please tell us a story? Please, please.
All right, children. Let Slappy Adventures tell you a little story. You guys ready?
Yeah, we ready.
All right, here we go.
Once upon a time,
What kind of Honda was it?
Super Hawk.
A Super Hawk, okay.
But it wasn't no big one like you got.
Right.
The wheels might be.
Yeah, okay.
But
I've seen them Super Hawk.
But it was what size? About 750?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I've seen them Super Hawk before.
And he goes like this, you know. I saw him waving, you know.
Yeah.
So I stopped right across the barbershop, and I said, "What is it, Ted?" And I always liked Ted, you know. He's an older plumber.
Yeah.
And he said, "Where you going, preacher?"
You a preacher?
He called me preacher because my dad was.
Okay.
And he said, "Where you going, preacher?"
My dad's a preacher too.
Was he Baptist?
Yeah. What did Ted say to you? You said Ted flagged you down?
Yeah.
What did he say?
And he said, "Where you going, preacher?" I said, "Nowhere, Ted." And what he don't know, that I just left Missionaries, and she bootlegged, see, moonshine.
Yeah.
And what Ted don't know, well, see, I was too young to buy beer.
Yeah.
17-year-old, I had a credit account with her.
With her?
With her. I tell you how I established it. At 17, I told this little boy, I said, "You know what you need to do. Go down here behind the high school, take your shoes off, put them in your socks." He grown man now.
Yeah.
And put them in your socks and wade the creek. I said, and come back and go to the door and tell her that you want a half pint and I'll pay her the first of the week.
Yeah.
And he said, and it wasn't long after that. I didn't think he'd go, you know. But I said it, but he took off walking.
Did he?
I said, "I ain't believing he's going. He messing with me." But he went. Here he come with a big Pepsi bottle and foil on top of it.
Foil?
Keep him spilling it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was, you know, so.
That's a good story.
Well, you know, yeah. And, but I didn't do this on purpose.
Yeah.
But I was on it. I had a black jacket and hat, white hat, and Ted was on it. And I could tell his arms were around me.
Yeah.
But he kept doing this, you know, and I ain't used to having nobody on the back, you know, and I turned around and said, "What's wrong, Ted?" He said, "Where you put your feet at on these machines, preacher?" And by the time he said that, I got aggravated, and I could tell I said, yeah, I'm here, and got up, corner drug, flew him one, and then Lake City Hospital 2, okay, and Missionaries was just right out at the city limits, you know.
Yeah.
I went 3, and then 4, and then I said, he screams, see? He just had no hat on, but he screamed and said, "How fast are we going, preacher?" I said, 110, look for yourself. And you know, and me on that moonshine, see, I was drinking it before
right.
You know, and he didn't know I was drinking it.
That ain't no good.
I had my own.
Yeah.
And took him sober. And you know, when you got a bike and got a passenger, you can scare them easy.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to scare Ted.
Right.
And Buddy, we went by Oscar Hicks' filling station, and I started slowing it down at 110 because I knew I wouldn't stop at Miss Near's, and over the hill I went.
Right.
Gravel's in front of her house.
Yeah.
And I stopped. Didn't mean to, but I hit it, turned the wheel, and it swung him off. And it didn't hurt him, but he got his hat, and I'll never will forget it. And dust, you'd think somebody throwed cocaine up there, you know. They was everywhere. He going like this, you know. Yeah. And he said, well, thank you, preacher. And I said, no, I'll go on now. I said, to get you moonshine. I said, I told you I'd bring you down here. I'll take you back. He said, no. He said, I'm going to tell you a little something. He said, whether it makes you mad or not, that's the way he talked.
Yeah.
Whether it makes you mad or not. And I said, he said, as we was coming down through here, he said, I promised myself that I would walk back if I had to. You know?
You done scared him.
He said, and I'll just walk.
Yeah.
I said, okay. And I went on up the road and turned around, got to thinking about it, and come back, you know. He was walking, he wasn't too far, but
right.
I could have, if I hadn't slung him off, he might have got back on there.
Did you get home safely?
Did he?
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I was on it.
Yeah.
I mean, see, I had that credit. I couldn't old enough to buy beer.
Right.
So I'd buy moonshine.
Yeah.
From, you know, and you remember where it come from.
Yeah.
And so that moonshine buddy, my dad a preacher in there one time. I never will forget me barbering in there. Just with the heck of it, you know, I had a half pint right under between the steam towels where we shave people.
Yeah, right.
I'd have a half pint stuck between the steam towel.
Take a little nip every now and then.
I said, yeah. And I said, boy, my dad knew that.
Back then, they strap him legs good too, didn't they?
Yeah, boy.
I remember them.
I know. Yeah. I still got my dad's strap on the barber chair.
Is that right?
Yeah. I cut hair.
Yeah.
And I still got it.
You still cut hair?
Uh-huh.
Do you really? Okay.
Yeah.
Shaving everything.
Start. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an old art, ain't it? That's a dying art. Everybody want to wear beards nowadays.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
What's your name, man?
Huh?
What's your name?
Wendell.
Willow?
Yeah.
Everybody call me Slappy.
Slappy?
Yes, sir.
Slappy.
Slappy. There you go.
Okay.
Everybody call me Slappy. Good to meet you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, I'm headed to work. I said, shoot, I was going to try to find that place. Maybe I'll get a good address and I'll find it next time.
Yeah.
You see me come down through there, you wave at me. That's me riding to work every day around this time.
Yeah.
I live back here in Alcoa.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I drive trucks of Food Line.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm headed on in. I gotta work on at night.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, shoot, I'm gonna get on in there. Good to meet you now.
Yeah, good to meet you. Yeah. Slappy.
Slappy.
Okay,
Yes.
I can remember that.
If you ever watch on, you watch YouTube?
Uh-huh.
If you ever watch YouTube, I do a lot of videos.
Yeah.
And put them on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your name is what?
Wendell.
Wendell what?
Wendell Herring.
Wendell Herring, the barber.
Yeah.
And they call you preacher. Well, he did anyway.
My dad was.
Yeah.
Everybody did. If I'd go in a beer joint,
Yeah.
Henry, the owner, would say, "Hello, preacher." Me with the beer.
Yeah, what I mean?
Getting the beer.
I bet your daddy knew already because, city like that, people talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had see, after work, I used to, see, them guys, them seniors and juniors, when me, a young freshman or sophomore, running around with them and drinking, that's when the beer was 50 cents a quart.
50 cents a quart.
Yeah.
Good. You get good and drunk off of that.
Well, back, it was good. I mean, I never will forget it.
Yeah.
But it fermented it longer. Now they're selling it so fast they can't make it.
They can't make right. You're right.
It ain't good. And I just don't know when to stop. That's the reason I don't drink now.
Right. Tastes too good to you. Tastes good to you.
Yeah. Let's just give to me.
You have a good one now. I'm gonna go on in the word. Nice to meet you.
I remember that.
All right. How's that for a story, y'all? I was out here trying to find the Clinton 12 statue and ran into him and got a good story for you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's time to go to work.
Hey, thanks for watching another episode of Slappy Adventures. Please like, share, and comment. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hey, stay tuned for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. I'm ready.